30 days ago, I started testing a new tool that over 10,000 YouTube creators use. People like Ali Abdul and his team, Colin and Samir, and Callaway. And most creators have never even heard of it. It's called 1 of 10, and it's not just an SEO for YouTube tool or a title tool, it is a full YouTube growth platform built specifically around one idea. Stop guessing with what works and reverse engineer what's already working in your niche right now. So I'm gonna tell you all about it, I'm gonna show you how it works, how the pricing works, and by the end of this video, you're gonna know if this is the right tool for you. Let's get into it. Now, before we dive in, I have partnered with 1 of 10 on this video to get you an exclusive offer for my audience. Just click the first link down below in the description and you could try 1 of 10 for just $1 for your first month. Use the code DavidAlex. Plus, they do have a free plan with no credit card required, so you could get started today with 0 risk. Alright, now what is 1 of 10? 1 of 10 is a YouTube growth platform built specifically around the core idea I shared earlier. Why? Because most YouTube views don't come from search. They come from the explore page. And that means optimizing your content for keywords is often missing the point. What actually drives growth is creating thumbnails, titles, and topics that the algorithm pushes to viewers and that viewers want to click on. And 1 of 10 is gonna help you speed up that entire creative process. From doing deep research like scanning millions of videos across every single niche to surface outliers, as well as show you the top performing videos, whether it is a 10x above a channel's average views. Then when you take all of that valuable data and layer it into the AI creation suite of thumbnails, titles, and ideas, you are no longer generating things that are gonna feel generic. And on top of that, just think about the speed. You're gonna have speed with ideation, speed of production, and speed of getting a video out the door that actually has a shot at hitting. So if you are running a channel solo or with a small team, that compression is the difference between posting once a month and posting consistently. And as you know, consistency compounds on YouTube. Now let's go in depth on these features because this is going to change how you generate YouTube thumbnails, ideas, everything in between. Now, let's cover some core features here that I love. First, with research tools, the Outlier Finder is the backbone of the whole platform. It goes out and scans millions of channels for you and surfaces videos performing at a 10x or 100x above the channel's average. And what does that mean? That's content that's actively breaking through right now. You could filter by your niche, recency, language, duration, view count, and outlier score. And that means instead of you or your team spending hours scrolling through YouTube, trying to find what may work, you just open up the tab on your browser and the answer is right there in front of you. Next, let's talk about the Niche Explorer. This is gonna let you search any topic and discover the channels operating in that space. And that way you could study what's working, find gaps, and basically it does a week of competitive research in a few minutes. Next, one of my favorite parts is track channels, and this is gonna allow you to track competitors, all of their latest publications, and see how they're performing against their channel average. I use this feature quite often because it is as if you just filter through all the channels that make content similar to you, and you could see everything that's working, kind of working, new ideas, new thumbnails, new titles that you could possibly do your own spin and version of. Next up, there are bookmarks and folders, and this is going to help you keep all of your research organized. Also, for short creators, there is a dedicated shorts outlier tool as well. Same research engine, but it's built specifically for shorts trends. But when it comes to the creation process, let's look at their AI creation tools. This is where I got most excited inside 1 of 10. Because research is cool, but production is what really matters. Now, I'm gonna start with my favorite aspect of this, the thumbnail generator. This is by far the best way to generate thumbnails with AI that actually feel like thumbnails for your YouTube channel. I'll take you through a walkthrough in a minute, but you could add a sketch, a reference image, and an image of yourself. No design skills are required, and what would have taken hours in Photoshop or Illustrator or Figma, you get done in a few seconds. Now, with the title generator, you just give it a topic and it will generate options based on your channel's style and inspired by top performing outliers. And finally, if you need help coming up with ideas, the idea generator is gonna give you video concepts perfectly tailored to your channel and niche. And again, this is backed by real outlier performance data, not a generic AI model. Honestly, I'm gonna be surprised if one of my videos does not go viral soon. Now, this is just scratching the surface of what is possible. There's also ways that you could look at similar titles, similar thumbnails, and more. That way you could really study patterns inside of a winning format. Now, here we are inside my account. You can see on the left-hand side, we have our trackers, bookmarks, idea generator, title generator, and thumbnail generator. You also have your thumbnail winners, which in my head, this page is so insightful. You can see a difference in the thumbnail and how this one produced a way better result. But let's go back to tracker right here. I have a folder of 4 channels that I track for software reviews. Now, as soon as I click into this, you're gonna see all the different content that these 4 channels are publishing. This saves me a lot of time and energy when I'm coming up with new ideas or new thumbnails. Next, there's the bookmark feature, and honestly, I haven't even gotten to this yet. I'm just so used to screenshotting thumbnails and titles that I do need to start using this. But here's where it gets really fun. All right, so let's take a look at the idea generator. Here, you could generate ideas for your channel, and you could also generate thumbnails with those ideas. You could see how the whole software works because right here it says 6. So do you want to generate 2, 6, 12, or 18? In this case, I could select 2, which is going to cost 3 credits. And as you can see, I have my credits up here. We're going to talk about that more in a moment. And if I want to generate thumbnails as well, you could see that and the change in credits. For now, let's start with the title generator. I have a video that I already made, which is a little bit backwards, but I already made the video and I want to come up with the best title for it. Now, the core idea of the video is that I am in the middle of escrow, just about to buy a house, and it was a lot of work to come up to the final decision to finally say yes to purchasing the home. And so I put a video together. It's 45 minutes of me talking through all the mental models and all the aspects of the decision-making process because I didn't find anything else out there that was just as useful. So I want to be able to create titles and ideas for the thumbnail around this that I think will really go viral and hit when someone sees the video. So this is all I have right now. Should you buy a house? My honest decision-making process. Now, this was just generated by AI in my workflow, and I could possibly go in and say some other things, but for now, I'm just gonna keep it really easy and basic. And you can see here that my channel is selected. All right, so let's generate, and now you're gonna see 2 columns appear. You're gonna get ideas inspired by your channel titles or inspired by top outliers. All right. Let's take a look. The truth about buying a house, nobody told me. That's great. I already love that. My crazy real estate wake-up call. Why I almost didn't buy a house. That's interesting as well. The moment I realized buying a house wasn't simple. That's okay. My honest home buying decision explained. That's interesting. I like that. All right, the 2 that I like the most right now are this and this. And as you can see, these were top choices immediately. All right, so I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna copy that, and then I'm gonna go to the thumbnail generator. Now, I'm gonna paste it in here, but we're just gonna pause for a moment and let me show you the thumbnail generator and what's happening here. First, you have your channel. Second, you have a video or a short, which is awesome. Then here, you have the ability to add in images. You have a reference image, which could be like another thumbnail or something like that. You have your face, which I'll show you what that looks like now. And you could also upload a sketch. And if you don't want to upload it and you just want to draw it here in the software, you could do that as well. So in this case, let me just show you what the face looks like. In here, I have all these faces that I have uploaded as reference images that I can use. In this case, I think this image will be great, so we'll use that one and I'll hit done. Again, we'll come back to this in a moment. I want to show you what's down here. Last thing here, just to point out though, is you can generate 2 variations, 4, 8, or 12, and then from there, you could refine those generations. In this case, we'll probably do 4, so I'll just leave that like that. We're gonna add a little bit more text here, but just take a look at this. And again, I haven't even gotten into to organizing this with folders, you could see every thumbnail that I have generated, and a lot of these out of the gate are beautiful. Like, how long would it have taken for me to try to generate this here? This guy right here, I mean, he kind of looks like me, but he doesn't. But this kind of like flow and experience, and whether I use this specifically or I give this to a graphic designer who then uses this as inspiration to design every element, is so insane. And again, you could go in here and prompt this and then create additional revisions on this specific generation. So for example, if I go in here, you're gonna see that I have different versions of this thumbnail. This is originally what it created, and then we went high fidelity, and then once I did that, I was actually like, no, I do want to make one change where the Notion logo is bigger, and then we were good. As you go further and further, you're gonna see so many different setups. I even upload the logo, as you could see here, and it uses it perfectly. And just take a look, a lot of these are incredible. Like, this would take so long to design, and it's not a perfect finished product. It kind of mixed up the logo here from a different brand, but overall, I'm like, this is crazy. Now, I could go through this a lot more, but as you can see, there are so many great ideas that it generates, whether I use it as a final thumbnail or it helps take me to the final stretch. I love this tool. I would love to see for this thumbnail, me being like disappointed, like I made the wrong decision, and then show something that says like sold exclamation point, and then maybe like 1 to 3 words max on the thumbnail describing, complimenting the title, the truth about buying a home nobody told me, like something around shocking surprise or something like that. Or we just do no text at all and just have sold in big letters with red behind it and an exclamation point with my face looking disappointed, and then a house, I think, like, and then the background, the full like thumbnail is like a home, I'm thinking, that kind of looks not cartoonish but like digital, almost like the emoji of a home. So the only thing I did here was I used Whisperflow to dictate 2 ideas, basically to say like, this is what I'm thinking for the thumbnail, and now we're gonna generate. All right, down here, 4 thumbnails are gonna be generated for us. This is interesting. I already like really like this. I really like this one right here. This one's interesting. It feels a little complicated mentally. What's the title again? The truth about buying a home no one told me. Sold, the truth, and I look disappointed. It's kind of there for me. This is interesting. I like this. I don't know why, but this just hits. These 2 are my favorite. I wish you could tell me which one's your favorite, the left or the right. Leave it in the comments down below. Yeah, I think so far this is my favorite one. It's a much bigger house than what I am buying. I am buying a beautiful home, but this definitely is it. So let me click edit. Now here I could customize it, adjust it how I like. I could possibly say in this case, like I might do something where I say remove the text, remove the red box, then I will generate it and then take it into Figma and then put the text there myself so that I can control placement. Right now it feels a little too high in my opinion, but that also may just be my own design aesthetic versus just like, who cares? So I could come in here and say something like this. Hey, could you give me another variation of this? I really love it, but a different kind of layout overall. And I'll do that and you'll see it'll just process. And here it's an additional 1 credit for every new one that you do, which honestly is really affordable in my opinion. Okay, this is interesting, man. I really like these. This is kind of crazy. It feels like that feels so real. That's kind of wild. Which one should I go with? That's so funny. Now this is the one I like the most, especially with the title. And let me just do this right now to show you. You could hit upscale. It'll take a second and it'll basically upscale this image so that you have the highest resolution of it with no change. So let me take a look at the titles it generated. It said, My Honest Home Buying Decision Explained. So the thumbnail we generate, I just don't think would work with this title anymore, but it definitely works with this. And maybe something I might do is something like the truth about why buying a home is a bad decision. Okay, let me try this. I like this idea. I kind of want to see, I'm trying to play into it a little bit. And this is the creative process where 1 of 10 is assisting you in helping you generate a ton of valuable ideas, not generic stuff that any LLM will give you, but things that actually can work for your channel, for you to go viral, and for your content to pop off. Why buying a home might be the worst financial move. This is great. And then I look disappointed in the thumbnail. I like that. Those are two titles I really like. Now, I kind of wish at this point there was a way for me to actually see what this could look like on YouTube, kind of like a preview, because right now this is a really big image, but on YouTube, it's a lot smaller. Now, there's a lot more we could cover there, but let's start talking about pricing. 1 of 10 has 4 pricing tiers. The first one is free, and you get access to the Outlier Finder. You could also bookmark videos, track up to 3 channels, and get 60 credits to try the AI tools. This is gonna get you into the software before you start paying. Next up is their basic plan, and this is $29 a month when you pay annually. You're gonna get everything in the free plan, plus competitor channel tracking, saved folders, thumbnail search, the niche explorer, and much more. This is going to be great if you are focused on research first, ideally if you want the data tools without the full AI creation suite. But if you do need that full creation suite, you want to definitely check out the Pro plan. This starts at $69 per month, and this is the plan I am currently on. You're going to get everything I just mentioned in basic, plus the full AI creation tools, thumbnail generator, title generator, idea generator, and more. And this is going to give you 1,000 AI credits per month. And if you do want to purchase more on top of that, you can do that within your account. Most people who are serious about YouTube, they're probably gonna fall on this plan. And I'm telling you, once you try the thumbnail generator, you're gonna fall in love with the product. For me, it was an immediate hit. Next up, they do have an enterprise level plan, which you could contact their team to learn more about how that works. And don't forget, if you use that first link down below in the description, you are gonna get your first month for just $1 with the code DavidAlex. So who is this for? If you're a creator, a business owner, if you are posting regularly on YouTube, 1 of 10 is not just worth a look, it is worth a try. Running a channel is a lot of work, and there are a lot of repeat steps that you have to do for every single video. And having an assistant, a research buddy, a creation tool, and all of that in one simple software is completely worth it in my book. And if you are a strategist for your YouTube channel or for channels that you manage, this is a no-brainer. Now, all of this is gonna help you go faster. You're gonna generate ideas faster, you're gonna generate titles faster, thumbnails faster, which means you're gonna be posting faster. And all of that is gonna lead to your channel's growth. If you wanna get started and reverse engineer the best things on YouTube that are working today, use that first link down below in the description to get started. If you got value from this video and you want more content like this, subscribe. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.